Hello, and welcome to 100% Demon Souls. I am Nerdbirds, and been having some issues with my internet for the last day. I live in kind of a rural area, so if for some reason this broadcast stops, I'll just have to start it up again when my internet comes back.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
So I'm just double checking my gear to make sure. Unknown hero soul. Yeah, I think I need to put some of this away. I wanted to keep one of each soul, at least, in here. I'm going to take some late moon grass with me because I might need that. This is the kind of equipment shit. Okay. Do I have the stats for that? I don't know. I'm going to have to double check. This is the kind of equipment maintenance you have to do in between every level, and I probably should have done this earlier or in the last video. So, what's my strength? 16. I think I should have enough for the compound longbow. We're just going to have to switch this out. The compound short bow does a little bit more damage than the regular bow. And the first thing I want to show you about the ritual path is that once you've opened this area up, it is a very good place for farming souls. So we're going to come down here. As soon as you come into this area, these storm beasts are going to start shooting at you. They don't, they're not aggroing very quickly on me right now because I'm still wearing my thief ring, but if I go close to the edge, they will try and shoot me. If I take the thief ring, if I take the thief ring off, they will just start shooting every time they come past. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm spinning the camera around because that's the way I do things. I watched previous videos and I kind of realized, oh, I go really fast sometimes. Maybe you can't always see what it is that I'm doing. Sorry about that. So we got some soul remains there, and it's our own friend Blige.
Hello there. We meet again. You look terrible. Cheer up. Life is an adventure. There's somebody I ought to warn you about. A fella who lacks common decency. They call him Patches the Hyena. And he's the one who laid that trap for me. He's the kind of person who'd stab his own mother in the back. If you happen to spot him, you'd do us all a favour by putting him out of his misery. Have you been to the altar where the Reapers summon shadows? Well, I think someone may be trapped in the lower cavity. I heard them praying for dear life. Pity the poor fool. He probably fell for one of Patch's old tricks. Pity the poor fool.
And then he just repeats himself. So he's got a few more things to sell us now. He's got phosphorescent grains, which can increase our magic resistance. And he's got kunai, which are basically throwing knives that are poisoned, so you can get some poison damage on someone. He sells cloudstone shards and moonshade stone shards. And I don't think his weapons upgrade, but he does have more arrows to sell. To be honest, I have never purchased any of these, so I've got fire arrows, holy arrows that do magical attack, and the light arrows are light. And yeah, he doesn't have any new armor.
Well, but a bit of indulgence goes a long.
And to open these doors, we simply step on the platform. So this Grim Reaper character summons all these shadowy skeletal figures. And I don't do a lot of damage with this bow. Probably because my dex is so low. But as soon as he's dead, all of these shadow guys disappear. I did not know that the first few times that I played through this level. And so I would fight them, and he keeps resummoning them after a certain period of time. So if you're fighting all of those skeletal figures, the shadowy skeletal figures, one-on-one, they're gonna keep respawning until you kill that Grim Reaper. There's a little sparkly over there, and if we go down this way, we got some mood lighting. Sorry, probably should. I'm gonna try really hard not to move the camera really fast. It's an unknown warrior soul right there. And let's just scope out this room really quick, because we've got another pair of doors here, but no platform to step on. And some of that weird magical blue radiance coming out of the walls is pooling here. Moonshade Stone Shard. I'm not going to go in there yet, but I am going to go up the adjoining stairs. Right here we've got an unknown warrior soul. And I believe at the top of these stairs is a stone of ephemeral eyes. But you can see we have another trap. Trap set off. Yep, stone of ephemeral eyes. And then this wall right here is illusionary. I'm switching my item bar to soul remains because I might need it. We've got a double-bladed skeleton. Get my backstab on him. I'm going to try and bait the double blade attack. Yeah, because I might kick him off the edge right here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah. There we got the... So I had to run up to get that backstab. That leap that he makes with both swords is a killer. I have been one-shotted by that before, many times. So on this ledge, even with the Thief Ring, as you've already seen, these storm beasts will aggro on you. And down the way here, we've got another sparkling lizard, so be careful. And this sparking lizard, when it spawns, will drop moonshade stones. It is possible to get a pure moonshade stone from the last sparkling lizard that appears there. And we got the white bow and a white arrow. I'm going to look at that in a second, but I want to get away from the storm beasts because I don't want them to aggro on me by accident. Let's just stand next to Blige. So the white bow, it scales with both strength and dex, but it has a very high strength and dex requirement. A longbow made of gnarled wood. With its two intertwined strings, this legendary weapon is said to be impossible for a human to handle. Extremely long range. And that's true. It does have an extremely long range, but I have not... I think if you upgrade a compound longbow as a sticky bow, you will do better damage, I think, than the white bow. I just want to double check something really quick. Did I? Yeah, the kunai, an assassin's throwing knife, dipped in poison, aim and throw to attack. Like the katana, the kunai originates in a distant land. I don't think there's anything else really to show you there. But I have tested this. If you just walk off this, you don't take enough damage to kill you. I'm going to heal back up. And when we killed this Grim Reaper, he did drop some Moonshade Stones. And if you do come here to farm souls, because this is the best place to farm souls, you'll notice that I think I got 6,000 or 7,000 souls just from... Maybe it was less than that, because I wasn't paying attention. But if you go up to that ledge and you kill this guy, you get all the souls for all of the shadowy skeletons that he summons. Some full moon grass. I am gonna take that out of my item bar for now. Oh, almost forgot. The lever for opening that gate is right here. And before we go through there, I'm just going to come around to the side. We do have this archway here, and it's our old friend Patches. I'm going to come around the other side so you can see. There are augites of guidance on the ground here that are supposed to lead you in, but the first time I played, I did not follow them. So let's talk to him.
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. I didn't mean to do you wrong, really. Come on now. We've got better things to fret about. That pit there is filled with treasure. But, I'm having a little trouble getting to it myself. Go on, take a look. There are more riches than you could dream of.
Yeah, it doesn't seem sinister at all, right?
What's keeping you? Have a look at that treasure down in the pit. Then we'll think up a way to fish it out.
I think he just repeats that at this point.
Have a look at them.
Yeah. And if you're familiar with Patches, then... Yep.
Hey, don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
So down here, we've got a couple things we can loot. There's a black phantom right there. Crescent moon grass, and some moonshade stone shards. And we see this guy for the first time.
Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. A fearsome dark phantom stands between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
And then I think he just repeats that.
Well,
Yeah.
But have no pray with Umbasa.
So, this guy is pretty hard, actually. He's not really difficult, but he will be distracted by soul remains. And since I'm wearing my thief ring, he hasn't aggroed on me. You can lock on, and you can shoot him with spells. And this is a pretty reliable way of cheesing this guy. Just come to this, walk to this stone that's on the ground, shoot him once with a soul arrow, and then back up, walk forward again, connect. And yeah, he will never walk forward as long as you don't move forward or towards him. You do have to like move away after you cast the spell, but otherwise, yeah, he won't aggro. I want to see if I can get him to de-aggro. No, sometimes he de-aggroes. But again, getting a backstab is pretty easy. It's just a question of moving around. I didn't get it that time, but he only needed to be hit one more time. So he drops Stone of Ephemeral Eyes and a Moonshade Stone chunk. And now he will say something different.
It's you. Did you cleanse the world of the aforementioned phantom? God has chosen you. And for that we are thankful. Umbasa.
And I think he just repeats that again.
God has Umbasa.
Yeah, God has chosen you. This little sparkly we can't get to yet. When you change the world to pure white, this mound of rock will disappear and you will be able to get it. And going up going up these stairs, we get an unknown warrior soul. And we come to another foot plate. I don't know what you'd call that. It opens this gate. And here's Patches, who's very surprised to see us.
You? Hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look, I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Have this as a token of my friendship. Not bad, right?
And then he gives us a Gash resistance ring, which we've already picked up in World 1 too.
Come on. Let's be friends. What do you say? No need to drag each other down.
And I think he just repeats that. Yeah. No need to drag each other down. As much as I want to kill him, he is a merchant that I will use later on. So now we're finally going to go through this door. Just to the left is some half-moon grass. And I'm pretty sure that as long as you're wearing a thief ring, the storm beasts will not aggro on you on this lower ledge. We got a couple of skeletons down here. I love doing that. I have never not seen him roll off the end there. This guy will come directly up, though. Oh, I've never seen him do that before. That was pretty funny. This guy's an archer, so really easy just to run up. You'll notice that these guys have more hit points. It took me 3 hits instead of 2 to take him down. And now there are 2 of these golden skeletons here. I'm going to try to aggro one of them, because I don't want to fight both of them at the same time. And now it is possible for them to de-aggro again, and if I can get him to de-aggro, yeah. It's always kind of a weird judgment test of like how close you can be and still walk fast. If you walk really slow, you can sneak up behind them and backstab. But it's just a question of like how delicately you hold the thumbstick. Okay, so he aggroed right away, and I think, yeah. I don't know the best way to gauge a distance. I would just say that if you are pretty good at judging what 15 feet would look like in the world, 15 feet in Demon Souls, like that's kind of where I stop running forward and I just start walking slowly, is where I think about 15 feet is. If you've played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons with miniatures, with little like square grids, then you could probably get an idea of in your head of like a character who is 4 squares away. Like that's probably the best visualization I could give for it. So down here we've got one of those shadowy guys. This guy actually will shoot us with a magical ray, and it bypasses shields if you don't have magic reduction. I'm going to try and kill him with just using arrows. Oof. probably not a great idea. And now I'm just wasting arrows. I've actually seen this guy run a little bit. He'll run till he gets to the top of the stairwell, but then oh, but then he doesn't really go beyond that. It's probably my least favorite part of the game. A lot of people hate World 5 because you're in a poisoned swamp. So, 5-2, World 5-2. You're in a poisoned swamp in World 5-2, but 4-2 is my least favorite. So if I don't do this quickly, that skeletal guy will reappear. Oh! And I didn't do it quickly enough. He's going to reappear. That Grim Reaper down there. Yeah. Okay. Now you get to see the magical boat. You can see it took about half of my health off. Not the best run through I've ever done on this world. But it is my least favorite for a reason. I've died so many times to these guys. Oh, gonna miss. Oh no, oh, you can see him run. He ran a little bit. And I think, yeah, they just stop right there. I decided to risk going forward there. So, I'm going to try really hard to kill this guy. There we go. No more skeletons. Or no more, I don't know what they're called, shadow skeletons. I think of them as shadow skeletons. I'm sure somebody somewhere knows what they're really called. Got a moonshade stone shard and a dagger. And there are a couple more of those shadowy skeleton figures around here. They are invisible. And two of them will appear right now. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, that was a hard hit. I think there's 3 of them total, but I'm not sure, because usually I just run through this area. And it's just some crescent moon grass to lure you into this room so that those 2 will attack you. Otherwise, they won't follow you for very long. They don't aggro very hard. And we're going to have another shadow guy to fight right here. Oh, he's moving fast. Okay, he's going to reappear really quickly if I don't take this guy out right away. Oh no! Oh, he's right there. Look at that. Oh, yep. I got too close and he did a double attack. I just didn't recognize it for what it was. So I am going to head back to the Nexus really quick and level up my dexterity, because I think that's what will boost my bow. Let's take a look at it really quick. It's primarily strength scaling, right? So maybe I should upgrade it. Oh, that's the wrong world. Well, it's a good thing the load times are like non-existent. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here for 3 minutes waiting for Tunnel City to load so that I can go back to Smithing Grounds. I have never claimed to be the best Demon Souls player. I just claim to know what I'm doing. My hands just don't always do what I want them to do. Okay. There we go. Sticky. And I think that's it. I can't upgrade it farther than that.
All done.
Yes. And I could level up once. Oh, let's take a look at the bow now. It's C scaling with Dex, and it does a lot more damage than it did before. So you'll probably see the difference as soon as I attack that Reaper at the top of the world. I don't know what it is. World 4-2, it just, I'm not, it's not my favorite world. It doesn't really add that much more. I'm going to boost my endurance instead.
Art thou finished?
Okay. And now I'll actually keep track of how many souls that first group drops. Oh, man. You know what? I got to go back to the Nexus really quick for one other thing. For patches, I'm running low on arrows. Now that we've talked to patches, down in 4-2.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, sorry if I'm moving fast, but sometimes this is just things that you have to do in order to prepare yourself to go back into the world. If you make a stupid mistake like I did, I think I had 26,000 souls down there. So those shadow skeletons are a bit far away from when you first come down here. I think I was doing about 40 points of damage, and now I'm doing 65, so that's a little bit better. A little bit better is better than not at all, so. Get that guy to roll off. Get this guy to come attack us. And that is primarily what you can use a bow for, is just aggroing guys and getting them to come fight you. Especially if you want to practice on one guy who's part of a group. Yeah, I don't think you even really have to run. You can get away from them and de-aggro pretty quickly. Yeah, once he has his sword up, he's guarding with it, so it'll reduce the magical damage by half. That guy got close enough to aggro on us. So I'm going to try and get a backstab on him. Oh, I got a little too close. Like I said, 15 feet. If you can kind of imagine what 15 feet would be. Oh, look at that. He came all the way up here. Got the backstab, yeah. As I've said before, a good rule of thumb for that backstab is lining yourself up with the left leg. It doesn't always connect, but it's the most reliable method I've found. Okay. Okay, doing a little bit more damage on this guy now. Oh, man. I hate it when they stop moving. I'm really good at this today. So when I get down to that smaller area where the, well, I'll be there in a second so you can just see it for yourself. The area where the 2 crescent moon grass were, and there are 2 smaller shadowy guys who are invisible until you move forward. This little area, you can just run past it. And they're not going to follow you. They don't aggro on you. They don't show up at all. If you really want those crescent moon grass, you can go in and get them, but oh, 4 arrows. That's great. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Nope, I can't. Well, on the plus side, that second guy is softened. So, when I come forward here, it's probably only going to take 1 or 2 arrows to kill him. Yep. Got him. And then right around this corner to the left is a Reaper. And he will keep respawning those 2 until you kill him. He basically functions like the Necromancer from the first Dark Souls, if you're familiar with Dark Souls. And then right here we've got a storied warrior soul. And this is a fun room. We've got these little will-o-wisps flying around, and we've got these slugs. I don't know what you would... I don't know if there's like a name for the will-o-wisps. I call them will-o-wisps because they remind me of will-o-wisps from D&D. So, oh! A little too close to the explosion there. So, I'm gonna use one of my powerful moon grasses. If you follow the movement of these will-o-wisps, little sticky white slime right there, you can figure out where they're going to be and you can kind of activate them. I would recommend trying to get rid of the slugs first. There's a slug right here. Moonshade stone chunk right behind that pillar. And then over here, we've got a couple more slugs. They have pretty slow attacks, so it's pretty easy to avoid them. They do show up in great numbers, though. Right over here. So if you fall off the ledge, you get surrounded by all 5 of them. Oh. Showing off the world instead of setting off the will-o-wisp. If you get knocked off that ledge, they basically will swarm you and kill you. Okay, so we've got 4 more will-o-wisps. We're just going to get rid of them right now. So that's the best thing to do, get close to them and then run away. It does take them a while for them to go on their whole circuit around the whole room. I'm just going to wait until that one that just went down the tunnel there comes back around. I think the other 2 over there are pretty easy to set off. Yeah. Just don't run back towards their explosion like I did with that first one. The screen does kind of shake when they do that. There we go. Okay. They're all gone. Okay, we want to clear the room. Oh, got hit. These guys don't do a lot of damage, but they are annoying. So right in this little alcove, we've got a stone of ephemeral eyes. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to head back this way. I hope you're not getting lost. This is a pretty simplistic room, just big area with lots of little cul-de-sacs. Yeah, they do that jump attack, which I have not always seen them do that. Oh, he dropped something. Sticky white slime. Sticky white slime. Do you think we're going to need some sticky white slime? Maybe we need a magical weapon in the next area? Oh, that one got... sometimes when the will-o-wisps explode right next to these things, it will take them out. I don't try to take them out just because I don't have good luck with it, so... Oh. They turn really slowly, so... If you're behind them, you have plenty of time to get attacks in. There's a corpse here, and the corpse has the Ronin ring and the Hiltless that I just picked up. Let's take a look at that, because I don't think there's any more slugs down here. So Hiltless is a primarily dex scaling weapon with bleed damage. This Uchigatana is named for its lack of a hilt. The blade appears somehow wet, a fine piece of work with an intricate design forged by a famous swordsmith in a distant land. Extremely difficult to handle owing to the fact that it must be held by the blade, inevitably injuring the wielder. And yeah, you will take damage if you use it. I think there's something else right here. Storied warrior soul. And I'm going to come back up to this area. I usually say stay to the right if you get lost, but in this area, staying to the left is probably the best course of action, because staying to the left will eventually bring you to that slope. I mean, staying to the right will as well, but staying to the right is longer either way. And we've got our boss just behind this fog wall. Oh, you know what? I did not look at the Ronin ring. Reduce rate of weapon wear. Shaped with straw rope, this ring slows wear endured by weapons, one of several rings originating in a distant land known for its unique sword crafting technique. This ring, too, was crafted with a comparably uncommon process. So if you don't want your weapons to suffer wear and tear, put on the Ronin ring. And that actually will happen in the next video that I make. But actually, I'm going to take a break right now because I want the fight against this guy to basically be just one video. So, oh no, I know it's awful. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break and then I'm going to come back.